entering the suburban routine of a great cement cathedral like Mexico City, with its personal, unique and special stories, always surprises and marvels, because within this territory, with its millions of inhabitants, stories that would seem taken from fiction may happen every day. Secretly, without exposure, it is where the most wonderful virtues arise to portray a cinematic vision worthy of bothering and tenderness the heart of any human being. That's exactly what Luke Lawrenson thought, discovering the life of a small family within the streets of this intrepid and wild asphalt jungle. The Ochoa family impacted him and allowed him to find a sublime plot that through his documentary Midnight Family reflects the adrenaline that represents the service of private paramedics and the worrying and alarming need to increase the stock of ambulances to address the problem that the government has from the city to its inhabitants. The Ochoa family is full of paramedics who answer calls from patients who need medical assistance every day after an accident. Mexico City has only 45 for more than 9 million inhabitants, and the work of the Ochoa becomes important, and that has no help or recognition from the state. What does this mean? That those who drive the ambulances must face setbacks that will be solved illegally, through bribes, or being unethical, thus affecting the pocket of the victims themselves. From the outset, one of the aspects that most impress on the film is Luke's vision to find the frames and the right and perfect shots to demonstrate the drama and intensity with which this family lives day by day. The evolution of its members, of its daily routine, and of its intrepid and risky work, whose problems increase as the night progresses, is masterfully framed. As a fiction, this documentary is developed neatly and suffocatingly, although it finds the small loophole of adventure and humor thanks to Juan and Josue, the brothers, who show their innocence as they must find maturity to cope with their situation. For his part, his father, Fernando, plays a role in brotherhood, since his behavior becomes at times that of a teenager who plans to escape from his daily problems. Much of the virtue of Midnight Family is the fact that its director allows the viewer to be with this family of paramedics. He makes us one more at night, he undresses and disdains viscerally and raises ethical questions regarding his profession. One that did not exist, would cause an increase in the percentage of deaths in Mexico City, since his rapid attention to the accidents that occur in the capital city help victims to have a chance of life, although for this they must charge for their service. It is there that makes visible the heartbreaking and real situation in the city, as the director himself mentioned, the tip of the iceberg that denotes a heartbreaking fault within the health system in our country, because at the end of the day, the lack of necessary transportation to save lives is a need that must be met with urgent urgency. But everything on the tape is very good. In summary, Midnight Family is an extraordinary documentary that finds its solid excellence with the work and vision of its director, but also thanks to the charisma and work of the Ochoa family, who go on to posterity as a strong sign that individuals, as in most of the cases, they must replace the deficiencies of the state. Now looking and listening to an ambulance in the city has completely changed its meaning.